So today we're going to do factor by grouping, and factoring by grouping is pretty unique. And here we're going to separate these terms into pairs. So for instance, we have four terms here: xy plus 5x plus 3y plus 15. And so we're going to separate them into pairs. The first pair is going to be x plus y and 5x. The second pair is going to be plus 3y plus 15. The parentheses do not mean multiplication, it's simply a way of separating the pairs. So here we're looking for what we can factor out of both of the terms. Here we have xy plus 5x. The only thing that we can factor out is an x. That's the only thing that's common between the two terms. So here we would rewrite it as xy divided by x is equal to y. 5x divided by x is equal to 5. In our next group, we have 3y plus 15. So we're looking for what we can factor out from 3y and 15. The only thing we can factor out is a number because there's no variable with the 15. And the greatest common factor, the number that's divisible by both of them, would be 3. So we're going to factor out a 3 from both. 3y divided by 3 is equal to y, and 15 divided by 3 is equal to 5. And as you can see, what's in parentheses with the blue, with these terms, y plus 5, is the same thing that's in parentheses with the red section. So now we can combine those and make something that we will be multiplying. So here we're going to take x plus 3 and put that into one group, and y plus 5 into the next one, because we're saying if we FOIL this back together, we would get the same thing that we started with. So for instance, if you multiply x times y, that's equal to xy. If you multiply x times 5, that is equal to 5x. If you multiply 3 times y, that's equal to 3y. And if you multiply 3 times 5, that's equal to 15. And as you can see, we have the same expression that we had when we began. So that means that we did everything correctly. So let's do the next one. Here we have ab plus 7b minus 3a minus 21. So here we're going to group the pairs together. First we have AB and 7B, and then we're going to group together 3A and 21. So between these two terms, we're looking for what we can factor out of both of them. They have no numbers in common, but they do have variables in common. Both of them have a b, so we are going to divide both of them by b, and that is the greatest common factor between those two terms. So we get AB divided by b is equal to a, and 7b divided by b is equal to 7. Here, with the second pair, we have to be very careful. We have negative signs, so we have to pay close attention to those. Since the first term has a negative sign, we're actually going to take out a negative common factor. So here we have 3a and 21. Since 21 doesn't have a variable, the only thing they have in common are numbers. So here, 3 and 21, they're both divisible by 3. That's the greatest common factor. So here we're going to be dividing by negative 3. So negative 3a divided by negative 3 gives us a positive a. And negative 21 divided by negative 3 gives us a positive 7. Just like before, we're now going to group these together. The b and the negative 3 go in one parentheses, b minus 3, and then a plus 7 goes into the next set. If we FOIL, again, we'll get the same expression that we had before. So b times a is equal to, I'm going to switch my marker, b times a is equal to ab. b times 7 is plus 7a. Negative 3 times a is equal to negative 3a. And negative 3 times 7 is equal to minus 21. And as you can see, we get the same expression that we started with, which means that we did this correctly.